Welcome back to part 5 Legends of the playthrough of Skull and Bones, where I cut out all the unnecessary filler, useless travelling stuff and keep all the good bits in basically. So we're starting off with a bit of a wardrobe change. I decided to get rid of all the other piratey stuff and something a bit more rugged, I guess you'd say. Pretty cool. But one of my biggest mistakes I've done in the game so far is in this, so stay tuned for that because it's a bit of a bugger up. Anyway, we find this guy in the docks, a suspicious looking fella.
Another drunken lout.
So let's see what he has to say.
Are you just plain deluded? Or are you hungry for something more? Having a powerful sponsor at your back could make all the difference. My employer, Mr. Frederick Tulin, may be sitting pretty up in New
Frederick,
York,
huh?
but his connections reach all the way to the Indian Ocean. I've watched you rub shoulders with the local kingpins, colluding to plunder the seas and destroy any who might pose a threat. But how far will your allies be able to carry your ambitions, Captain? Mr. Tulin has great plans for the Indian Ocean. Plans that go beyond these so-called kingpins.
Interesting.
When the time comes, someone will have to assume control of this region. Someone who will see to it that business runs smoothly, whether that requires discretion or a firm hand. Are you that person, Captain?
Well, true power is what I seek,
Work with
friend.
us,
So
and we'll provide you with all that's befitting a pirate legend, from fancy adornments to enhancements for your ship. But first, to work. It won't be easy. The mega corporations are relentless in their bid to rule, while powerful pirate captains battle for fortune and infamy on the Indian Ocean. One of them is of particular concern for Mr. Tulin, a monstrous captain from the Caribbean who spreads plague wherever he sails, turning chaos to his own gain. Philippe Le Peste threatens not only my employer's business, but that of all freebooters like yourself. You'll need to be ready when the time comes, mate.
well, that's interesting.
Curse on the seas. A pox-ridden ship with a madman for a master. His only allegiance is to blood and chaos. You sure about that, Captain? Le Peste has been building his power over the years, exploring the river deltas of Africa and learning the deadly toxins native to Nguanan witch doctors. His poisons sap your crew's strength, leaving you fucked on the water.
I don't feel so confident now.
Those who cross Le Peste's path are doomed to a slow, agonizing death, and Mr. Tulin's operations have not been spared. Something needs to be done about the Plague King and his fleet of pestilence. I certainly hope you're up to the task, mate.
Me too after that. Jesus. So I accepted this mission, right? Not
As far
knowing
as pirates go,
how high the
you
level
seem
was
capable enough to
required,
be an honoured
and
member of Mr. Tulin's operations, but only time will tell.
let's just say it's a lot harder than I anticipated. So, not great, man. I'm going to be honest with you, not great. But with that, we sail out from St. Anne onto the journey to, see what this guy's all about. There he is. You see that level? That's a lot higher than what I am, man. Legit one of the hardest battles I've had so far in this game. My cannons and stuff are doing like no damage to him. It was just an insane battle, hey. So I actually had to think on my feet here. I decided to gap it from him. Try and get to the closest sort of place where other enemies were. And I actually got him to fire at them, or accidentally hitting them, which triggered them to fight each other, to help me getting down, basically. It was a good tactic because it actually worked. It took ages, man. Ages, but We got there in the end.
The boss seems happy. I guess you can do something right.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
Thanks to you, Mr. Tulin's wine and truffles will taste much sweeter tonight. Ha!
Where's mine, though? Where's my truffles, mate? So,
Employer offers opportunities for those who know their way around treacherous seas.
basically what this guy unlocks is the battle pass.
Speak with me again. We'll check
From
your
what I could
logbook
tell,
to
he actually
measure
has
your
some
progress.
stuff you can buy, and
Protect my employer's interests
yeah,
in the region.
by doing these
Be
missions anyway. But I've just
assuming
discovered they're
you don't
way
let
too hard for me at the moment.
bottomless.
They're way above my level. So I'll come back to him once we get some new weapons and maybe upgrade my ship or my armor. In the meantime, we'll go and see Yanita and
What can I get you?
see what's going on all about here.
Sugarcane is easy to find, but turning it into something worth selling, now that's the hard part. Meet me in your office and I'll teach you the tricks of the trade.
The tricks of the trade. Let's do it.
Steady.
Hop to it! Times are wasting! There's rum to be made! They're a good lot, most of them, and they make the best rum in the Indian Ocean. The distillery here turns your larceny into profit. Put plainly, you bring a sugarcane you've liberated, and we transfigure it. White Skull rum, we call it, and it sells as easy as it drinks. It fetches top price from the Red Isle to East Indies. That quality isn't easy, so leave your sugarcane with us and get back out there. Return when we've had time to work our magic.
So this is something new I didn't even know, but yeah, sort of like a side quest. I'm thinking, I'm not too sure if it's a main storyline, but basically what we got to do is we liberate sugarcane, which is from like the original missions with Yanita in part 4. If you go back to the last episode I did on this on the YouTube channel. But yeah, it's continuing on from that. So yeah, we get sugarcane, we turn into rum, sell it for a profit, and turns out that you actually get paid in a different form of currency that you can only use with Yanita. She has some pretty awesome gear, new cannons and armor and stuff like that, so worth it to keep going. But this is where it starts to go all pear-shaped, boys.
When you're ready to sell, you want the best deals for your goods. That's where the order registry comes in. The order registry is where we keep information on all our clients willing to pay top price for speedy delivery. Getting the goods to them, that's your job. Try to buy some sugarcane with your juicy payment on the way back. That way you can keep the distillery working and making profit while you're off making your mark. Don't forget to check the supply network before you head out. There are fortunes there just waiting for you to make them.
So to fulfill an order, you need 40 skull rums, basically. And at the time, I didn't realize I had 20. So what this meant is when I accepted this, if you read that there, fast travel was not allowed during the delivery. So this is where the problems start, boys. I discover actually I only have 20 bottles of rum. I don't have any spare sugarcane. And the delivery I need to do for the first one is 32. I need 32 sugar canes for it, basically. Which meant I couldn't fast travel to the original spots. Had to sail all this way. All this way, man. Just to get the sugarcane. And then sail all the way back to be able to turn into skull rum. To be able to accept that delivery, do the delivery, and fulfill the mission. Now, this was a massive journey. Man, I'm honestly... If you looked at how far that was to travel, it was about 20 minutes in the water. It was crazy.
Jambo, is it me you're looking for? We finally meet. May our partnership be blessed with great prosperity. The wheel is only as strong as its captain. Hey, Moja Nguvu, back to the work ahead of us. You move what we ask without asking any question. Deliver the goods and be rewarded. It is as simple as that, Captain. We are looking forward to your Ushindi, Ola Ola, the moment your luck runs out.
So I got the sugarcane, but the thing is, I'm not realizing how heavy of a toll it is for these missions, man. They're really high level. So we go back across open seas, which is insane. Insane, man. I can't believe how wild the seas are out in this region. It's like actually a battle to get across. And there's even rogue waves that come out of nowhere to try and just demolish a ship, which is pretty cool. I like that element to the game. But yeah, man, 20 minutes of travel time. Pretty insane. And the funny thing is, if I just had read the details a little bit more clearly, I would have known you couldn't fast travel. So, yes, really bad mistake on my part. And the problem is with this too is when you do a delivery with the Skull Rum, these rogue ships, which are usually black sails and a black flag, much like myself, they come to steal your supplies. So it's a constant fight to get across the open water, which is cool, but quite taxing.
Captain, you bear a fearsome visage that don't seem to be spoiling for a fight. You are welcome. Now, I haven't seen your ugly mug round here before. You don't strike me as the privateering sort. Well, I have opportunities for you. One's to fill both our coffers. Captain, the two of us seek coin and maybe the golden wheel too. I say we help each other out. See, I carry goods to faraway places and receive hefty reward. You desire a share of these spoils? Well, if Lady Luck smiles upon you, I might offer some work. If not, I have fine wares too. Come, take your pick, Captain.
Thanks, mate. Back to you, Nita. Tell her of the progress we've done, and hopefully she's happy.
What's your poison today? Another job well done. To reward your success, you've been granted access to our black market. Goods from our past members are sold to current pirates. Take a look. Something is bound to catch your fancy if you have enough helm coins. Your contributions have not gone unnoticed, Galby. Keep this up and you'll get into my good books. A place worth being.
So helm coins are the currency that you use in the black market here, basically, and you only get them by doing these special supply and delivery missions with the sugarcane or the rum. Pretty crazy. I was looking at some of the prices, and I think a cannon was about 500.
The best contracts
Yeah,
can
that
gain
mission
a
alone
lot
we only
of
got 50,
unwanted
so
attention. Sorry for the surprise,
pretty
Galby.
grindy.
Rival gangs are tough competition, and they don't fight fair. But there is a way to turn the tide in your favor. See me in your office and I'll tell you how. Go with luck.
Go with luck, she says. Go with luck. I prefer firepower, but you know,
Now
gotta
you
work
know
our way
that
up, eh?
taking bigger jobs makes you a target. That's something we all learn sooner or later. There's a way to make
Yep.
that work in your favor. Our network shows operators who take the big deals. That's how they found you. We don't get involved directly, it's bad for business. But neither will we interfere if you hunt others or take revenge. Be careful of the gangs. They're organized and that makes them dangerous. But each gang has its own weaknesses. We show you who's in the area so you can prepare your strategy and turn the tables on them. Check the supply network. Be smart and you'll take those rogues for all the silver they took from others. Easy.
Easy, she says. Alright, so this guy's got a shipment of sugarcane on board. We're going to go and try and find him, and if we can, pretty much just destroy him. We're going to take his haul, so we'll see how that goes. At least the seas are nice and calm tonight. Quite the delight. Okay, so this was pretty interesting. They're very high levels. I had to weaken this first guy in a bay, try and keep diving behind cover. And then he eventually destroyed me, the second guy. But I did kill one. But a good thing to note with these guys is if you can hold them at a point long enough, they do turn around to go back to the main ship to protect it. So using alcoves like this as cover to dive in behind, he'll come back to you, but as you've weakened him, he'll turn around and to go back to the main ship. He'll try and get back there anyway, and then we can keep getting pot shops. And the great thing about that is when you get rid of these two protecting ships, they leave this guy wide open, and his attacks are, man, honestly, pretty crap. He's a pretty easy target. It's just hitting him, honestly, because it's such a high level boat, pretty high health, but we get there in the end. And yeah, man, cruising back to Unita with the good progress again.
You beat the gangs at their own game. That took real fortitude. It means you're ready for the next step. And it's a big one. You will also notice your office has been cleaned and improved. One of the benefits of success around here.
Oh, let's check out that office, eh?
Ever heard of Talok Panjara? It's a quiet little fishing village to the east. Or it was. Now it's part of our operation. I've got a sister there who does what I do, only better. Her office is hidden behind an opium den there. Oh, she's smart and tough. Her name's Huma.
Huma.
She's not as friendly as me. Don't take it personally, she doesn't like anyone. Even me, if I'm truthful. But if you want to cast a wider net, she can point you to swag we don't get down this way. There's a lot you can learn from Huma if you can earn her trust. I'll put a word in. The rest is on you. This mark is a sign you're now a trusted member of our organization.
Hell yeah.
It might help some with Huma, but I wouldn't count on it. Don't forget about Yanita, Galbi. I've grown used to your face. I'll always have something for you if you pass this way.
Well, thanks for showing me the ropes, Unita. You've been a lovely lass. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. So, basically, that's going to wrap up episode 5. I'm going to probably... Yeah, I'm thinking episode 6, we're going to explore the West Indies. We're going to go and try and find Huma, sorry. See what happens with that. It's going to be probably the next stage of the storyline, I'm assuming. Because if you caught it on episode 3, I think it was, when we finished with Skurlock, he actually mentioned the lady in the West Indies, so I'm gathering it's the same person. Anyway, with that, Legends, going to wrap it up there. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, like I said, it's been condensed down from like 3 hours and 45 minutes, so a lot of cuts in his edit. Anyway, boys, take it easy, and we will catch you in the next one. Cheers.